guys, what's up? It's the end of the day. I'm wearing my Hang 10 long sleeve shirt with UPF 50 in it today, so not rocking my sleeves. And I have to say, this Hang 10 shirt is quite cool. It breathes really well. You can tell it's designed for wearing in the water, but hey, I wear it as everyday attire. It's pretty comfortable. This morning I had some meetings to attend to and quite a bit of stuff to do. I was up really early, got in some good tone it up exercises this morning, and now I'm headed out to run some errands. I'm gonna try and stop by the post office and head to the grocery store. But oh my goodness, last night and the day before, all day yesterday, starting about 24 hours ago, we'll say, I'm on this email subscription list, let's just say for professional reasons, of, you know, fellow colleagues in other areas of the country, other areas of the world. It's a listserv, okay? And somebody sent out an email accidentally to the entire listserv. Not a big deal, not an insult, happens, la-di-da-di. Well, this started off a chain of reactions and complaints of people hitting reply all, take me off of this, and it got insane. I mean, people were just getting livid, like, please take me off this listserv, stop replying all, and people just kept hitting reply all and being asked to take off being asked if they could be removed from this email chain. And it's like, dude, every time you hit reply all, you're tormenting everybody. And I feel so badly for the individual who made the error, because it was some, poor administrator, maybe a young early college grad, first job. I just imagine it being that situation. Leaves for the end of the day, sends a final email, thinks they're good, and comes back. Maybe they had the following day off, comes back to utter chaos. I mean, I have never seen this many belligerent emails in the span of 24 hours. I must have gotten like 300 or 400, and I just kind of passively observed this whole thing going down, because I was like, I'm not going to reply. It doesn't do any good. And the poor person who is at the receiving end of all of this, my word. And it's like, there are far graver things in the world occurring. There are far greater travesties than simply being on a mass annoying reply all email listserv. But these are professional people, granted, you have a hard day, you come home, last thing you want is to deal with 300 emails when you're trying to muddle through a day's work. It can really slow you down, but let it go, like the Disney movie goes. Let it go. Honestly, I cannot get over that. But yeah, getting ready on the move front, you guys. I'm pretty excited. I have movers scheduled, but they don't really have to do much. When you're a minimalist, there's not a whole lot to move. So I'm trying to not go too crazy at the grocery store today. But I do need some things. And I packed up all of my like kitchen seasonings and stuff. I mean, granted, it's only like 4 or 5 days. I have one thing of chicken Mrs. Dash that I'm seasoning all of my food with for the next few days. So, chicken dashy it is. Not a problem. But what else is going on? Oh, I had to drop something off at my mom's house, and she gave me a LaCroix. I know I always say this wrong, incorrectly. So, I hope you all enjoyed my review of that matcha hemp hydrating cleanser. I rather enjoy using that. And one of the things I was thinking about is that gal should figure out, she should make that as a body wash. I mean, you don't need the matcha green tea in a body wash, but for taking off body sunscreen, I think it'd be really nice for people with eczema, for people who are really enamored with body washes. I normally recommend Cetaphil's Restore-A-Derm. It's a good one, very gentle, doesn't disrupt the skin barrier, no fragrance. But I know Bioderma makes a body cleanser that I don't recommend because it's expensive, but it's another good one. And then the brand Mistela make a good eczema friendly body wash. I'm all about the eczema friendly body washes. I'm going over some bumpage here. I'm all about the eczema friendly body washes for those of you who are married to the idea of body washes, because they're a better idea. I mean, even you don't have to have eczema to use them. You don't have to have fragrance allergy to use them. You don't have to have sensitive skin. I mean, just start with the most conservative skincare, and you're at least setting yourself up for, you're at least cutting your losses. You know what I mean? But yes, you guys are correct. Shampooing, fragrance and shampoos, just as much something to avoid as anything, but I can't help myself. Speaking of shampoo though, I am totally in love with, look, I'm wearing my FabFitFun ring. And I've got my bracelet on. I'm just California cool right now. I am loving that Crazy shampoo. Oh, let me do the hand wipe here. These fragrance-free hand wipes from Neutrogena that I use. Yes, I know these are, I'm not telling people to go out and buy these for the express purposes of just wiping your hands, but I happen to get them for free, and I don't like using makeup wipes to take makeup off, take mascara and sunscreen off. And these I don't find work very well, but they are pretty gentle, and they're a great pre-sunscreen hand wipe. Got my Altruist here, and happy to have that Color Science 3-in-1 touch-up stick back in my life. I really do think that it brightens up my face a lot, even though I'm not into makeup or anything. I really just feel like I get a little extra, I don't know, does something, perks up my face. It kind of makes me look more awake for some reason. You know, I have prominent under eye vasculature that you can see. I always have ever since I was born. I came out of the womb that way, veiny around the eyes. And I think that Color Science stuff kind of brightens that up. Not that it doesn't bother me, but if you are that anatomic variant, if that anatomic variant is you and it bothers you, I think that you'd like the Color Science. Let's get a little hair on the neck. Red. Why is this guy honking at me? I'm sitting in a parking space putting sunscreen on. Not doing anything wrong. Should honk at him for not putting UPF on. I'm putting on the Ultra Sun Lip SPF. So I'm over here in Costco, and they have off Deep Woods, a really good deal. You all know I'm a fan of DEET. It's the best thing for not getting Zika, dengue, or West Nile. See my insect repellent Q&A, by the way. You get the two off Deep Woods and a little small one, and then you get these wipes as well. That's really good. It's great. Something you can never have enough of here in Texas is insect repellent. Although I have to say, I haven't really had a problem with bugs, like either in my home or just biting me. I haven't gotten many bites since I've lived here. I'm surprised, because I'm pretty tasty. Oh god, that looks like fun. Nerve Super Soaker. I had one of those as a child. They were a lot of fun. Annoying would it be if I got this quick fill air chair as my new living room furniture? I'm joking. It looks pretty comfortable for outdoor events, like a giant balloon. Seems like one of those things that would deflate readily and be annoying. So I haven't eaten today. I'm gonna run into Subway and get the veggie sub. You can get totally vegan is on sale right now for $2. And since Witch has just been MIA, I guess I'm gonna have to go to Subway. Eat fresh. I basically just get a veggie sub on Italian bread with really just like salad ingredients. If you get the Italian bread is one of the breads that's vegan, but I just get lettuce, spinach, cucumber, tomato, black olives, extra tomato and extra cucumber, and oregano and yellow mustard. But yeah, $2. And it looks like I just missed a dumping of rain. Hey guys, what's up? I'm back from Crow Hair, and I just fired up my Anjou soy candle. Sipping on a little True Lime watermelon agua fresa. Excuse the mess in here. Various empty bins, getting ready to finish packing random boxes of sunscreen up, and I've got my Lavoie zhuzhing over there, purifying the air of dust and allergens. Wouldn't you have it? It is pouring down rain, yet Smokey Joe is hiding over there in the corner. As per usual, woman does not budge, does not budge. I'm kind of rocking this, my inner Tone It Up girl today with, but yeah, I didn't end up getting very much at the grocery store because, you know, I'm moving and whatnot. So this is a small little, a baby grocery haul, but the last one in this kitchen. So from Costco, I just got celery this week. I didn't get anything else produce. In terms of produce, I did get, though, at Costco, some more of these Starbucks Vias for travel. They're still on sale, and they're such a good value that I went ahead and got another 2-pack of them, because like I said last week, they don't go bad, and I enjoy having them in a pinch when I'm traveling. Then from Crow Hair on Ibotta, they have 25, I think $1 cash, some good cash back rebate on Jazz apples. No, I'm not sponsored by Ibotta. I'm just a sucker for a rebate. So I got, these actually were also on sale. So I got 4 little Jazz apples. I got some more Savoy cabbage. I'm really enjoying Savoy cabbage. For those of you who are fearful of cruciferous vegetables, that's a good gateway. It's easier to digest than regular cabbage. Cooks faster as well. And then I decided to try these organic sweet potatoes. They don't normally have these, or when they have them, they're kind of slim pickings, but they look pretty good this week. So I got 2 of those. What are they? They're the Natural Beauty Organic. They looked good. Then I also got some frozen peas. I've always enjoyed having frozen peas as a snack. I know that sounds odd, but it tastes good. And dogs like it too. Then the unsweetened cashew milk was on sale, so I went ahead and got a carton of that. This is one of my favorite non-dairy milks. The Silk brand, it's a good one. I got some more canned, no salt added sliced beets. Still really loving those. Despite their weakest link feature of being canned, they are still pretty good. I also got some radishes, some purple petites. They're so cute. Rather enjoying those. 25 cents cash back on Ibotta for these 4 cucumbers that I got. Then I also got some zucchini. And I decided for the cauliflower, I would try this orange cauliflower. Because you can't ever have enough beta carotene. And I imagine this has a whiff of it in there. And then I got some more of my True Lemon. I got the wild berry lemonade flavor this time. Really enjoying those in the day. I have one of these a day. They're quite good, and I recommend them. So yeah, baby haul, but that is everything that I got. Last grocery haul in here. Well, hey guys, what's up? I just got out of the shower after the gym, and I wanted to take a moment to address something that I get in the comments a lot. And I mean, I'll continue to get it, so it's like, why am I addressing it in a vlog? Like a third of you at least will miss it. But I think it's important to say as many times as I can because it's very confusing. I get many questions about layering chemical and mineral sunscreens together. Like, should we be doing that? Is it okay? I've heard you say in some of your videos that, like, it's potentially not okay. Like, what's the deal? So here's the deal. in the it's primarily a concern, I will say, for American chemical sunscreens, because American chemical sunscreens have avobenzone in them as the chemical filter that offers us our UVA protection. All right, the other filters in there are, fine. Avobenzone on its own, all right, as a UVA filter is great, but its major limitation, and really where our sunscreens majorly fall short in UVA protection, is that it is not photostable. Okay, it degrades. After you apply it and you go outdoors, it degrades upon exposure of upon exposure to light. And so you start losing that UVA coverage as you're wearing it. It starts to dwindle. All the more reason to be reapplying more frequently throughout the day. And UVA, if you'll recall, are the wavelengths of light that wavelengths of ultraviolet light that just don't register in our brains. All right, they're not primarily burning us, but they have effects in our skin that we may not perceive right away, but will become evident, several years down the road with photo aging and skin cancer risk, and that sort of thing. So there's a very small amount of evidence in kind of laboratory studies that when avobenzone is combined with like titanium dioxide or zinc oxide, as in our mineral sunscreens, that the mineral sunscreens, which are physical blockers of ultraviolet light, can accelerate that photo degradation that is already going to occur. All right, but it accelerates it. So in other words, it makes it even more of a problem. Bear in mind that that's largely lab-based assays. So, here's the deal. If you are layering a chemical sunscreen and a mineral sunscreen in the United States, be aware of the fact that, again, it's all kind of theoretical. Be aware of the fact that zinc or titanium dioxide can accelerate your avobenzone rate of degradation, potentially, all right? That's why the FDA does not allow them to be combined in the same sunscreen. Okay, so here's where it gets, in my mind, a little bit, well, whatever. If you are truly layering sunscreens, all right, not, oh, I'm just putting on a little CC cream here, oh, I'm just putting on a little mineral powder there, no. If you are truly putting on like a chemical sunscreen as a moisturizer, and then you are putting on a solid layer of mineral sunscreen on over it, I mean, you see how I apply base layer sunscreens. I'm not talking touch up. If you apply a mineral sunscreen over it that has zinc, particularly non-nano zinc, then it shouldn't matter because the non-nano zinc gets you the UVA coverage just fine. All right, so that's American, the American issue. But, if you're using a sunscreen from Japan or Europe or, any other country, they've got other filters going on besides avobenzone, and their filters, which we don't have here, further stabilize avobenzone. So they slow that down. So it's not a problem. It's not something that you have to worry about, like with the Altruist, the Hada-Labo, anything with tinosorb in it. You're good. Even if you've got Uvinol A plus in there, that is photostable. Far superior to our avobenzone for both UVA1 and UVA2. That's Uvinol plus. So it's really not an issue for European, Japanese sunscreens whatsoever because they've got better filters in there and whatnot. But it potentially and theoretically is an issue with the American sunscreens. And where I really start to think, well, maybe it's worth considering and thinking about is in those situations where people are putting on mineral makeups willy-nilly over their chemical sunscreen. Like I'll frequently hear people say, oh, I'm doubling up on my SPF because I've got my Olay. Olay, for example, has some chemical sunscreens. I've got my Olay Daily Facial Moisturizer, and then I've got my you know, whatever It Cosmetics CC cream on, you know, so I'm doubling up on my sunscreen. And in my mind, it's like, well, you know, theoretically, you could be accelerating the degradation of avobenzone in some of those areas. I just don't know, you know, I just don't know. I wish we had more of that kind of information, but really what I wish, more overarchingly so, is that we just would allow in the US better chemical filters. I don't, you know, it's a pain. Non-nanosized zinc is a great option. It is great as far as UVB and UVA. It is great. Our mineral sunscreen, non-nano in particular, does just as well as the chemical filters in Europe and Japan. The problem with non-nano zinc is that it is cosmetically unacceptable for the majority of people, particularly people who need reliable UVA coverage the most. And those tend to be, well, I mean, we all need UVA protection equally well, but people who are more often plagued by diseases that are exacerbated by UVA are people of darker skin types, where, you know, it's just not socially acceptable to go around with a white film on your face. I mean, it really is a limiting factor, and it's very, you know, I mean, it's unacceptable to expect people to comply with sunscreen. It's hard enough to understand and to get people to understand that they need to put it on and reapply it and all of these other caveats and what have you. But to make it so hideous, it's like, you know, I mean, you're losing, I mean, why even bother make sunscreen? Why even bother to make sunscreen? You know what I mean? I'm kidding. But yeah, that's kind of how I think about it. If you are buying, you know, a chemical sunscreen from the United States, you might want to rethink layering mineral over it. And I've mentioned that in other videos before. But do know that it's largely kind of theoretical, and simply because we don't have those better filters that A, stabilize avobenzone, and B, you know, come in and fill in the gaps and give us the UVA. We don't have those here because slow to the party. But anyways, I hope that clarifies it. I will try and reiterate it as frequently as possible, as well as, you know, some of these other questions, because sunscreen there are a lot of little caveats and things that, you know, there's just not enough public awareness of, and you know, public health educational information. I mean, they keep reiterating, and importantly so, SPF 30 to 50, you know, but I think people need a little bit more practical information than that, and it's really hard to deliver it in a digestible way, I think, that people want to listen to. But anyways, thank you guys for listening to me. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope my videos are helpful. But anyways, guys, I think I'm going to conclude the vlog here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.